Fake hair, makeup, and gowns galore, glitter, crowns, and sashes for short. That's what makes beauty pageants worth watching, right? Make sure your hair, make sure your gown is the right price to impress your competitors, and make sure you make good decisions. But really, parents are just spending ridiculous amounts of money. Contestants are committing scandalous acts, and appearance-based judging are all things that prove beauty pageants are demoralizing and discouraging for girls. The amount of money that is invested in beauty pageants is not often earned back, or there is no reward to be reaped. Annette Hill, director of the Universal Royalty, stated, "Entrance fees are often more expensive than the grand prize, which can be an upward of $10,000. So the grand or entrance fees can be more than $10,000. That includes all the fake hair, makeup, gowns, glitter, all things that make the girls look more perfect, or fake. The beauty pageants cost a lot of money, and in many cases, the money spent on entrance fees is more than what is earned in scholarship money or grand prize. So overall, the money spent reaps no rewards." The Miss America competition website says Miss America is a woman who embodies tradition, style, and sophistication. But in fact, she is often seen as a party girl. We tell our daughters that someday they might be Miss America, but really, all they're seeing is contestants fight and sabotage each other and pose nude for magazines. Jessica Wittenbrick knows firsthand just how competitive these competitions can be. She had deep red lipstick ground into her $3,400 Cherry Hill gown. If girls would ground makeup into their dresses to win, who knows what lengths they will take. Beauty pageants may have started with the right intentions, but have since morphed into something that no longer embodies true beauty. Beauty pageants are demoralizing and negatively affect the self-confidence of young girls, which is very important for navigating preteen and teen years. The American Psychological Association noted that girls who are sexualized early will tend to gather their self-worth based on appearance as adults. The pageants teach girls to focus more on what's on the outside than what's on the inside, which will hurt them in the future, because they will also look for that in other people. Like today, with the presidential elections, people only care what the politicians look like on the outside. For example, one of our greatest presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man who got our country through the Great Depression and World War II, was in a wheelchair. If he were to run for president today, he probably wouldn't be elected specifically because of his disability. Even though he was a great president, today he would be disregarded because of what? A wheelchair. So the same goes for beauty pageants. People are judged based on their looks. And all for what? A prize, a piece of plastic, and a sash that says Miss America. So beauty pageants may have started with the right idea in mind, but have since turned into a competition that only cares about how the contestants look. They are also concerned with the price of the gown and the amount of makeup parents can pile on their little girls' faces. Parents say how they want their kids to grow up beautiful and confident, but then they put them in contests that only focus on how they look.
Cost plays a huge role in beauty pageants, but I disagree because there are a handful of pageant types that don't require any dresses or any makeup. Those pageant types are called natural pageants. It focuses all about how you look naturally and your personality. Therefore, any social class or any family could allow their child to participate in a beauty pageant that teaches what true beauty really is. And my opponent says that beauty pageants teach false beauty, but I disagree because it doesn't just focus on beauty. It focuses on what is inside. There are usually more portions in a pageant that revolve around your personality and skills than there are portions about your looks. There are portions about what's important to you and about what you learn about in school and things like that and what you desire to do. Therefore, pageants do teach true beauty. My opponents also mentioned that they can teach inappropriate behavior, but I disagree because girls in beauty pageants learn how to speak and act politely. The girls in pageants can't wear exposing dresses or act inappropriate. or they would have deductions to their score. Therefore, the pageants influence appropriate behaviors and what to wear.
Not all beauty pageants are like what you see on TV. They aren't about the glitz, the glam, fancy clothes, the spray tans, or the makeup. Girls don't just do them to look pretty. Beauty pageants present good opportunities for girls' futures and their lives right now. They also develop physical and social skills that are needed in everyday life. Beauty pageants are a passion that girls young and old have. Nancy Red was a Miss USA contestant. After competing on Miss USA, she went on a campaign to speak to young girls about beauty pageants and how they affected her life positively. While at one of the schools she visited, she met a young girl named Carissa Cameron. Carissa told the press that she had an epiphany while Nancy spoke and that she was tired of being sad and upset. She also realized the control people had over her. Carissa went on to become Miss USA 2010, and after that became the global ambassador for the fight against AIDS. Beauty pageants also present good opportunities for girls' futures. Bustle.com states that the winner of pageants is usually given a scholarship for college. Beauty pageants don't just benefit girls temporarily, but also in the long run. Beauty pageants are also a way to improve physical and social health. Anna Berry had a 13-year-old daughter named Ashley from Littleton, Colorado. She says that Ashley used to be so shy she couldn't even order for herself at a restaurant. But after she started competing in national pageants where no makeup was allowed, she blossomed. Carrie Randall used to compete in pageants. She says she has lots of wonderful experiences competing in them, and they were her first real experience singing and speaking in front of people, where she can honestly say she wasn't afraid. When I watch girls compete on TV, I am in awe of how fit they look. They don't look anorexic like most models, but they look beautiful and healthy, happy women that I strive to be. Girls compete in pageants because it's something they love to do. What would you do if people didn't like your passion, so they took it away? How would you feel? I play softball. I spend a lot of time working like the contestants do for beauty pageants. It is something that I believe can take you very far in life. I would be devastated if somebody told me that I couldn't play softball anymore because they felt it was inappropriate. Girls who do pageants have as much of a right to compete in them as I do softball. Beauty pageants are a great hobby for girls young and old because it presents good opportunities for their futures and for their lives right now. It develops physical and social skills that are needed in everyday life, and it is a passion that girls love to do. Don't make pageants illegal because you don't personally enjoy them. My opponents have said that there is an option for natural beauty pageants. I agree that that is a good choice, but it's so high glitz or all natural. Girls wear makeup. That's a thing. I'm wearing makeup right now, but I'm wearing just enough. But in beauty pageants, it's either inch-thick makeup or completely natural. That's not the real world. So therefore, even though there's an option for natural beauty pageants, it doesn't help anyone with the real world. I have a name that all of you should know. Elena Thompson. Does anybody know it? No? Yeah, that's what I thought. We all know her as Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo is what happens with beauty pageants. Watching the show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, I go, yeah, that's what I want my daughter to be one day. Just kidding. But that is the outcome of all beauty pageants. Maybe not in every single case, but you put these girls through situations where they are judged based on what they have on the outside. Even though my opponents have said that there are other things that they look at, the judges don't judge with their eyes closed. Olivia said she plays softball, and that's an awesome thing because sports are very cool. And you get scholarships on sports, academics, talents like singing. So why do you need beauty pageants? There are other much better options than that. Me, I'm striving for an academic scholarship. So beauty pageants aren't needed in the case of scholarships. Olivia also said that
when you watch the Miss America pageants, you think, oh, they look so fit and healthy. Well, I watched the Miss America pageant this year, and I felt horrible. I went down to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, and I started crying. I see girls with ribs, backbones that stick out, and hair done perfectly. I don't see myself like that, and I don't think every girl in this room does. They're more than just a model that has to walk across the stage in a thin bikini and high heels. But that's all we see them as. So therefore, beauty pageants only hurt the world, and I don't ever want to see my daughter go through